Well, it is true. Well, after my husband read the book, he said, you do realise that by the time this book comes out, you will be exactly the same age as Frances. And in fact, I turned that age just yesterday.
Happy birthday!
And he said, so everybody's going to think this character is you. And I said, I know, that's why I made her as charming as possible in every way. So she's got all the good parts of me. What I didn't realise was that I have Frances going through menopause. So that did mean that I had one young journalist asking me about my own menopausal symptoms. And I have to admit, I felt a great wave of possibly menopausal rage. I didn't want to talk about that. But in many ways she's quite different because I made a deliberate decision to have a character who has no children and has no desire to have children, because I think I've explored the issue of childlessness and the desire for children and what happens when that desire is thwarted over and over again in my books. So I keep having characters who desperately want babies, and I invariably give them those babies. So Frances is perfectly happy with her decision not to have children. But the relief for me was that I didn't have to research the structure of her world. So, for example, with Truly Madly Guilty, I had a cellist, so I went off and I interviewed cellists and sat in the green room of the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, but I had to then try and understand, just their language. With the hypnotist love story, I had to go and get myself hypnotised. And speaking of which, at that time, when I was trying to have a baby, so I said to this hypnotherapist, I'm doing research, but you may as well treat me as a patient who's trying to have a baby. And 9 months later, I did have a baby girl. And I told that story once at an event like this, and somebody put their hand up and said, was a hypnotherapist a man? You are all a lot quicker than me, because I just said no, the hypnotherapist was a woman. And then I went back to my hotel room and I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, she meant the hypnotherapist is the father of my So I had to do a whole lot of research, which was fascinating, on hypnotherapy, but it was a great relief to understand Frances's world, and obviously I wouldn't know what a bad review feels like, but I hear it happens to some of us. No, I clearly know what a bad review feels like, and it was very therapeutic to be able to write about that. And I guess because my books are selling well at the moment, there's always that, you can imagine that won't happen forever. So in a way it was therapeutic to write about that moment in the sun being gone.
And you write more